Hey guys, welcome to another video for simonsvideo.com, and my name is Simon Tay, and today I'm going to do another Clash of Clans strategy part 97, 10 secret tips on defense of your base in Clash of Clans regardless of town hall levels. Tip number 1 is to set priority of your defense. What is your exact priority is whether you want resource so that you go for a farming type of base, or you want a trophy pushing kind of base. There's pros and cons to each kind of design. For farming, it definitely exposes your town hall outside the base, so that once your town hall is destroyed, you get certain amount of hours of free shield, and the rest of the offline period where you are sleeping, you will not be attacked again and again, and you'll actually save a little bit on resource and accumulate more resource on the gold mines and elixir collector. So basically, farming based design is for resource, right? So when you want to upgrade or accumulate resource to upgrade your base, this is the kind of base design. But if you want to go for the top 100 clans or top 50 players, top local players, then you might want to consider going for a trophy based design. However, I do not recommend for people who are, for example, town hall 8 and below, to go for a trophy based design. Trophy based design, you protect your town hall and try to wall up the whole thing and prevent 50% damage, because anything above 50% damage, you basically lose trophies. So it makes no sense if you protect your town hall but expose 50% or maybe 49% of your buildings outside the base. It makes no sense at all. So you have to think very carefully. If your town hall is town hall 9, you still have enough walls. You try to cover up everything and try to prevent more than 50% damage. That is for trophy pushing, but normally I recommend people to go for farming first if you're low town hall levels. Second tip is balancing of your defense towers. Defensive towers, if you're not balanced, you cannot cover all directions equally using your defensive towers. If you do not place your defensive towers equally across all directions, you might not be able to cover a certain part of the base within the range of a tower that can counter that kind of troops. So my basic idea is, if you have 3 towers put in the equilateral triangle, 4 towers in a square, and 5 towers in the pentagon shape, that will assist you to cover all direction equally, and that is very, very important. The third is whether you want to do amazing kind of base. Amazing, that means you build a maze for people to move along the pathway, or you want to wall up the whole thing. I call it the castle kind of base. Castling your base, that means you do not have any holes in your base. The downside of a castle base is the attackers will have a chance to select which point of entry where to go straight in. It is definitely beneficial to the attackers, especially if your resource is like clustered together and in a certain direction, and the enemy can choose the direction to go in and enter using wall breakers. Castle is definitely a very bad choice. The amazing base is actually having a single hole with maybe a spring traps, will actually lure the enemy towards that hole, and you can control that direction to overlap your range of your defensive towers, and of course your traps and all the towers to attack that particular region. The fourth tips is to spread your resource. If your resource are clustered together, like I mentioned just now, all the gold mines and elixir collector are like grouped together in a very tight location. It's very easy to harvest one after another very quickly. If you put around the base, much more spread out, at least the minions who want to run from one area to another will be taken down by your defensive towers, if there is any. So that is one way to prevent, like say, the lazy farming. You're inactive for a while and your elixir collector gold mine has been filled up, and that is one way that you can actually prevent total lazy farm from the enemy. Okay, the next is 5. Overlap your range of towers. Okay, basically each defensive towers have different range. For example, air defense and mortar is the longest range, together with X bows. X bows have different range for the ground only attack, and shorter range if you go for ground and air. So you have to decide where to place the position of the towers. So I'll recommend the highest range towers in the innermost part of the base and the shortest range on the outermost part of the base. The reason why is because you can overlap all the range of your defensive towers and make the most impact on the part where you want the troops to go. The troops to go, for example, the amazing design, you have a hole there and you can lure them to that particular hole and stop in front of a defensive structures, wizards, archer, cannon, mortar, and X-bow attacking at the same time in a single spot. That is the most powerful destructive force ever. Okay, the sixth is do not upgrade your town hall too quickly. Premature town hall is one of the flaws. That means if you jam too much of your town hall thinking that you have more towers to upgrade, more things to build, you'll be fun. But unfortunately for this case, it is not, because you have not upgraded all the defensive towers enough. For example, if you attack someone on lower town hall levels, there is a slight penalty. That means your resource collection will be less in terms of percentage of loot. So do not upgrade your town hall so quickly. If you did, please watch on another video of mine how to survive a premature town hall. Right, so the next one is do not start playing the game if you only have 5 minutes to spare. 5 minutes. For example, you are walking down the road and you're thinking, oh, why not play Clash of Clans? But you break the shield. The next thing you know, you are attacked, and all the resource that you have looted are being taken away. So try to only play Clash of Clans when you have a position to control the timing of your gameplay. At least try to attack 3 times, win 3 times with more loops. So if you lose once, the 3 times you win can cover the loss of the 1 loss that you might have of your resource. So if you get, let's say, 300,000 gold and 300,000 elixir, you lose once, like say 100,000 elixir, 100,000 gold, that you'll make a net profit. If you play only once and you did not loot much and someone attacked you twice, and you basically have a net loss for that particular time period, like the half an hour period. Okay, next. Tip number 8 is the clan type, whether you want to join a farming clan or a trophy clan. Farming clan is basically they do not care about your trophies after you join. You can drop all your trophies all the way to below 200 and they do not care. So you have to make sure with the clan leader whether or not this is a farming clan or not. However, join requirements is essential, because join trophy requirements is to make sure that you have the level of troop levels to be fair for the people who are in the clan. So if you join at very low town hall level, you donate level 1 troops, is unfair to people who have very high town hall levels and very high level requirements for troops. It'll be very unfair for them to get level 1 troops. Right, so to take note of the farming clans. Trophy clans is very stressful. They always have trophy push and try to get the bonus from the league. But unfortunately for that, certain players might not have all the time in the world to do that, especially those working and students that are actively studying, who are balancing their study life and playing time. So I really highly recommend farming clans. If you do not like the stress of the game, try to relax a bit, farming clan. But if you like to have like a more competition, more excitement, trophy clans it is. Okay, number 9 is to watch your replay often. Take down notes where the enemy actually walk towards to. The reason why is because sometimes your traps are placed in a very not very optimum position. You can see that the enemy does not actually walk towards that place. I'll give you one example. If you have a hole in your town hall and another hole in a town hall, they walk in a diagonal angle, so that the chance of them stepping on spring traps in the upper region is very little, unless you have a pathway for them to 100% step on it. They will not step on it. So you have to take note of where the enemy move. that will give you a higher effectiveness of your spring traps and bombs for the enemy movement. So watch the replay very often, and of course the higher chance of the enemy attacking the town hall on the outside of the base is very high. If you did not notice that, watch the replay and you calculate how many times the enemy attacked that particular direction, then you have to either rearrange or try to put more traps on that particular location to anticipate the enemy movement, and know your enemy, know yourself. You definitely be victorious in your defense. The last tip is never put your buildings far away from defensive towers. The reason why is I personally have the strategy of luring the reinforcement troops or the Barbarian King or Archer Queen outside the base defensive towers and destroy them, in outside the defensive towers. And then after I finish off the heroes and the reinforcement troops, I just whack the part that I want, especially the resource. Or if you are clever attackers, they'll attack the corner buildings first. They destroy the corner building first. Basically, that is the 10 basic secret tips for defense across all town hall levels. If there's more tips, do put in the comments below, and I'll be very excited to hear your replies. Right, so basically that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching Simon's video. Have a nice day. See ya. Bye bye. And that's it for this video, and I really hope you like this video. Comment, share, and subscribe to this channel, and of course check out the previous video. And thank you very much for watching. See ya. Bye bye.